you see that Jeremy, who looks just hellish, he is quadrupedal kind of, but is like a lizard frog beaked squid crab with he's got prehensile eye stalks where his two eyes move around, and his head is like a weird blowfish, it kind of inflates a little bit, and he's got a beak on the front of it. And he's got two wings, but can't fly because the wings are atrophied and too small, and two tails, hooves, and he's got a pair of clawed hands above his hips on his hind legs with no arms, so they can't reach anything unless he moves his butt up against them.
Butt hands.
He's got butt hands. But you see...
So majestic. I can't believe these creatures. It's coming from the earth.
Why would I just want to kill one?
Miracle of nature.
You see that Jeremy, his head is just swelling enormously. He's over in his pen right now. There's a bunch of dead goblin parts around, of goblins he's been eating. And you see he just is going...
Jeremy, you doing okay there, buddy?
Go ahead and give me either a medicine or an animal handling check.
Great. Let's do that. 11 plus 8, so 19.
19, perfect. So you know immediately, you lean down, you start to stroke him, you help Jeremy start to breathe. Birth is a very difficult process for Screambeasts because, number one, they mostly don't give birth to other Screambeasts.
Yeah.
And they also have no birth canal. So they have a functioning womb, but no way for the thing in there to get out.
These things should exist. Yeah. Definitely.
It's a tragedy that so many people have tried to wipe these things from the earth.
Can't the butt hands help in some way?
Pulling it out.
You do see that the butt hands appear to be flailing for something. They want
some ice chips in there.
You see they start to rub ice chips on the back, and you see that a bunch of just huge blisters start to form on his ass from the ice, the ice is burning him, but he seems to like it.
Okay.
Screambeasts are hard to understand. You see that his head swells and swells and swells even more, and you see Bezo looks on and says, Croggy, it's just beautiful to watch. Look at him. And you see the head swells, and a little seam bursts on top of his head, and just green poison steam escapes. Truly sounds like a train approaching. And you see that a fully formed, it looks like a goblin crustacean centaur, like a goblin torso on top of a crab body, but with two goblin heads. One of them has eyes and no mouth, and the other head just has a mouth and no eyes. And you see this thing scuttles out of Jeremy's head, and you see that the one that has no eyes goes, "What am I?
Oh, buddy.
What am I?"
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Somewhere in the world, someone had a nightmare and imagined you, and now you're just giving birth into the real world. All right, well, you know what? Do I have any more of goblin parts or anything on me?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Oh, here, have something to eat.
You give a pair of goblin eyes, and you see that the one with eyes grabs a little sharp rock off the ground and stabs two holes in the front of the other goblin's face and jams the eyes in there. And you see that the thing, just they're not eye sockets, just bleeding holes in the front of his head, but now have sort of blood-covered eyes, and there it goes, I was just born.
Jeremy, it's a boy. Jeremy.
I see that Jeremy looks over at the thing and goes, and nuzzles your chest and begins to cry out of his eyes with just a sort of maternal/paternal pride.
It seems pretty important.
It was personal to him.
Yeah, well, I will.
Did you know about this?
No, but you can't know everything about your partner. Do you know everything about Jeremy?
You see that Jeremy looks into a mirror, and you see that the reflection of him walks out of the mirror and becomes a sort of translucent slime version of him, falls on the ground, starts to steam, and he starts to lap it up with his tongue.
See, did you know that?
I mean, I know a lot about Jeremy.
Did you know he could do that?
I mean, scientists aren't sure everything that the Screambeast
Well,
can do.
anyway, the Eagles is a ridiculous idea.
And Jeremy.
It's Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy has a little shield that has a big J on it.
Favorite Jeremy.
I like to
Well,
wait, where?
He's got a big old like collar, like a little bandana that says J.
I've already.
Oh, a little bandana. It's a bandana.
Little, like,
Yes, that's
armor
correct.
bandana thing.
Is that only on my...
And then that's another nat 20 for Jeremy.
Oh my gosh.
You see, as you do the thunderclap, you see that Jeremy looks over at you and goes, "Ah!" And you see that his eyes shrivel, pop out, and two new eyes are popped up the stalks back into sockets. And he goes,
You're welcome, Jeremy. Anytime I can bring you back to the bog from whence you came. Happy to do so.
incredible.
That means he likes you.
If anyone...
He doesn't do that for everyone.
Incredible. Incredible. That's now going to be Soakbar on Jeremy.
Great. Well, I am still mounted on Jeremy, and there's a big spectral frog on top of us that's healing us. If I start my turn here, I get another round of healing.
Cool,
So
great.
starting with this frog, just like, and getting whatever. I should have used two different color ones. Whatever here. 6 for Jeremy, 3 for me. So that'll be Jeremy's now at 22, and I am at 83. And
That was very noble that you gave your pet the 6, because you did not have to decide that.
I care more about Jeremy than I do anything else in this world.
And now he does Storm of Claw and Fang, so you can attack them both. Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage for both.
cool. Ooh, that is 8.
Jesus!
Oh no, sorry. 8 plus 10.
These two elves, yes, 18. These two elves that are hanging on in this horrifying gravity bubble that the Queen of Spiders has made look up as you approach, and they can't even defend themselves. They're literally upside down. And just axe, and then Jeremy goes, and you see that there's very slowly and painfully for Jeremy, 2 bone spikes emerge from the pupils of his eyes, and he goes, boom, and injects them into the bottom elf. The elf turns sour green and starts just violet Beauregard swell. And goes, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Boom, bursts, explodes into slime, and this elf is flung up and smashes into a stalactite and is dead.
Great. And then
Percival, do you love me?
Yeah.
I love that he loves me. I love that he loves me.
You're the prettiest girl I ever saw.
Oh.
Not a lot of
So-
loving statements, relationships start with, hey, you over there. I don't know, just an observation.
Yes, what do they start with? Eye stalks spearing into your fucking heart and then inseminating your body from there?
Oh, really, Sobak? Do you truly
Sometimes, Love expresses itself in different ways.
do you
Love is
believe
a
that,
many
Sobak?
sided
That no loving statements could come from that?
I'm just saying.
All right.
All right, so
Hey, you
no.
over there.
So
I just wanted to get another look at you.
You see that Jeremy is standing perfectly stock still, and there is just this enormous fucking smoking tumor that is moving around like an air bubble in a balloon, just like.
no.
The thing with Jeremy is I'm never sure when there's something wrong with him or whether it's just a thing he does.
Love comes in many forms and is a many splendored thing.
Incredible. It's gonna be Jeremy's turn.
who is immediately behind Jeremy? Appears.
That's Old Pickering.
That's Old Pickering. I think Jeremy's gonna sort of scramble up the thing and go for Tavian St. Vincent here. I think I've got enough movement to reach him. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and just give me an athletics check for him.
9 plus 9 is 18.
Okay, awesome. He's got no problem. So here's the thing. Here's what the choice will allow you to make. He can either attack from the barrels and he can attack with disadvantage, or he can be in this precarious position on the edge of the ship where some bad shit might go down and attack without disadvantage.
I will have him be a little safer and attack with disadvantage.
Cool.
Let's do that.
I care more about Jeremy than I do anything else in this world.
Jeremy's turn.
He's just gonna attack Tavian here, I guess.
Cool, go for it.
13. That's a little bit.
Cool.
Okay, so 23.
Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, that is 15 damage from
Hell yeah.
old Jeremy there.
Jeremy opens his beak, and a horrifying wet proboscis with a smaller beak on it jabs into Tavian's chest.
It's like a cuckoo clock.
Oh God!
Incredible.
That's my boy.
Jeremy can take a coordinated attack if you want.
I mean, might as well.
Go for it, yeah.
Jeremy can't move or anything, right? He basically can only attack
Tavian,
Tavian.
yeah.
All right, why not? And he's blessed. That, God damn it, that is 17.
17 hits.
Okay, great. What's that?
Oh,
17 hits, yeah.
Great. Then let's see, 2d4. That is 14.
You see that Jeremy goes, jumps up in the air, sits on Tavian's shoulders with his hind legs, and his butt hands come around and choke the life out of Tavian.
I knew those were for something.
Just shoves Tavian's whole body into his ass.
Tavian is no more.
Yay.
He got eaten by ass.
Tavian and Batman
Wow, what a reversal. Yeah,
are
right?
both there.
Just for flavor, not for anything in game. I just think it would be very cute if Jeremy had his paws sort of resting on the helm.
I'm going to need Jeremy to make a piloting check right now. I don't know if you guys know what happens when you kill the pilot of an airship. It's not like everything's groovy. This is all good.
Great.
So this is going to be an intelligence-based proficiency.
Jeremy is not very
But
intelligent.
what about his butt? It's his butt hands, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like a Stegosaurus, you got a brain in both ends.
This is just a
Right?
check, right?
This is just a check. This is just a check. I'm going to say the DC is 15. He's got to roll a 19 or higher to successfully pilot the ship.
He's -4. He's not very smart. He's a Screambeast, guys. I don't know. There's lots of interesting qualities about him, but he ain't that smart. Okay. 18!
Jeremy's doing pretty good, but you see that Jeremy just goes like, and you see that he's sort of understanding it, but just starts to spit acid onto the wheel, and it starts to dissolve a little bit. I'm gonna need everybody on the deck of the ship to make dexterity saving throws again.
I'm still prone.
And below
And
that.
below deck.
And below decks, yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
I'm still prone. So
I'm on the other ship,
I-
so. Oh, does Jeremy have to roll first,
18.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
18. Cool. You go prone, fall, but manage to not go over the side of the
Okay.
ship. So you are like perched down here
Okay.
on the side. What did Jeremy get?
too? Nat 20.
You see that Jeremy goes, and a bunch of weird, you see that a bunch of weird rashes start bubbling all around him, and he just ejects very firm, bony tentacles so that he is like completely harnessed in and secure as the new captain of the Siren.
No, Jeremy, no. No, Jeremy.
Jeremy looks at you and goes, 15 men on a
He can mimic the voices of those he kills.
What's a lovely shanty voice? Are you
Just 'cause-
okay over
'cause-
there?
I got this.
Sure. Are you just saying that? Or?
No, I got this.
Okay, good.
Okay. You guys also see that Jeremy appears to be steering this ship. You guys have been sort of like weaving throughout this guy's corridor. You are directly over the scary volcano. So as this thing begins to drop, it begins to drop into the column of ash and smoke. Cool. That's going to be Effink, your turn.
Okay, I don't love Jeremy piloting the ship, and
Don't backseat drive,
I'm not-
Effing.
Like you could do any better.
I'm going to negotiate with Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy, you're doing a wonderful job. However, it looks as though the big wheel is deteriorating, and I love you more than anything. But I'd love. Can my little hands? Well, anyway, back away, please.
You see that Jeremy goes, and
Yes.
flattens his whole body out into a like 40-foot wide parachute of just thin, mucousy membrane, and disappears into the sky. Just.
Wait,
Jeremy!
What? What?
You said back away. You see.
No!
Jeremy.
No!
But you see that he's just a like fluttering 40-foot Kleenex of mucus out in the sky.
Parasailing.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna pilot the ship now and just try to not make it fall.
You have to jump.
After the goblins go, that's Sukbar.
Hey, so I am plummeting very far, correct?
That is correct.
I am down there. Great. So what I would like to do, this is probably going to take me like out of the fight for the rest of the thing, but I believe I will survive. I would like to. For basic, how does physics work? I would like to jump give myself like as far as I can up, and as I'm jumping, I want to down my potion of gaseous form and
yeah.
turn into a cloud of gas and gently float my way back up to the ship.
Hell yeah, great. So you, and you can feel your blood start to scream, your bones wail as you, vomiting gas. And this screaming, it's like a weird fetid bog stench monsters. And you leave out of the falling zeppelin where all the goblins and Hobbit just fall towards the yawning maw of the volcano. Your gear and equipment comes with you.
I can only move 10 feet at a time once I'm in gaseous form, so I am just very slowly just sort of drifting back up, or
Yeah.
towards. I don't know where the hell Jeremy went. and
If you want to just, you might just be like drifting off away from combat or like back towards the ship, whichever way you want to go, you can. But it'll probably be a round or two before you can get there.
Yeah, I'll drift back towards combat and assume that my bond with Jeremy is such that he'll be able to find me again. And I don't know if Jeremy's weird parachute powers can support me anyway, so I'll just start drifting back towards combat. As a
It
little-
would be beautiful
as an adorable
if
cloud.
he did catch you.
Yeah.
With a mucus parachute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't know if I'm allowed to do this or if he's out of it, but if on Jeremy's turn, if I can try to perceive anything.
Where
or-
Jeremy is.
Yeah,
and
or
they-
wherever, yeah.
Absolutely. Soapbar, you get to watch all of this happening as a weird thing of gas that you can feel yourself being like baked by the heat of the volcano. And as you're like almost like focusing on keeping this steam and mist together, you feel as a membrane of mucus wraps around you. And you feel, oh, I love you so much, Jeremy.
This adventure is all about balloons.
I'm just a cloud of gas inside a Jeremy skin. I'm just not a Jeremy balloon.
You're a fart. You're a Jeremy fart.
Yeah, living far. You kind of look like a snot green Glinda bubble, like from the Wizard of Oz, just scintillating.
It's like the prisoner, the weird like rover. Yeah.
Matt, let's go ahead and get that D20 out. We're gonna roll some death saving throws.
Yes, we are.
Roll number 1.
Natural 1. 2 failures.
Failures.
Wait, how far away are we? Are we
Quite far.
really?
Split up by a great distance.
How far away am I?
How far away are we?
The great bubble fars.
Cool. Let's go ahead and do this. I will ask you guys to do everyone here make a dexterity check.
Everyone?
There's
Everyone
actually just
in the
our
air.
just our flyers.
Yeah.
Make a dexterity check.
Is that
Let me know what you
At
do.
disadvantage?
Jeremy?
Huh? That's not a disadvantage. It includes Jeremy as well.
Okay.
8.
Nat 20.
Ooh, baby! Before your second roll of this, the Jeremy bubble lands and pops, and Jeremy is fully restored to his normal form. You're right next to Leland.
Cool. I have a potion of greater healing.
You administer the potion. How many D4 is that? You heal a certain amount of hit points?
Yeah, that is 44 plus 4. And I take off Leyland's helmet and open his mouth. I'm covered in Jeremy mucus and like still smell vaguely of like bog cloud. I'm like, all right, here you go, buddy. Don't go down me yet.
Incredible.
What happened? What are we? Hi.
Jeremy saved you.
You owe him a kiss.
You owe him a kiss.
In like the soft haze and somewhat just completely bell-rung persona that I am right now, I look over at Jeremy.
5 extra mouths open up on his face.
Smiles.
They smile and all the mouths like meld together in one giant smile.
It wasn't until this moment that I think Leland ever appreciated the true beauty of this magnificent beast who crawls out of the crater he's left in the rock floor. Jeremy, thank you so much. Oh, you're so cute. That's my wrist.
You see that Jeremy takes a little bit of your Vinguri blood and pockets it away in his body somewhere. And you see that he sort of changes color for a second, goes into this weird gray, and then you see pops into a translucent ghost form. You can see through for a moment, and then goes back to normal.
I look back over you with like one swollen eye socket. I'm like, Saltbar, he's beautiful.
Yeah, he's great. Oh boy.
I'm gonna need 3 strength saving throws from Jeremy.
Very well.
Oh no, he's out of range, huh?
Am I out of range?
Oh no, Jeremy's
in
range.
range.
Okay, so
Advantage.
Okay. Strength saving throw, you said?
Yes.
Cool. Cool. That is 12 is the highest, and then I have +2 to all saves for 14, and then +5, so 19.
For all, this is the lowest one?
The lowest one was 12. Then I have +2
cool,
to all
great.
saves, and then
These guys try to drag Jeremy and throw him into the thing, and you see that he just goes, and a weird, like, flapping mouth opens up on the top of his head, and he sucks a bunch of rocks from around here, just like a vacuum, and his stomach distends, and boom, he just weighs down to the spot as the wargs tear into him. They do deal 30 points of damage.
Yowza.
That's the wargs.
I love how creative he is.
It's probably my favorite companion pet that's ever existed.
Jeremy's down to 71.
Oh my god.
Down to 71.
Except for Trinket. Trying to avoid the hate messages.
There you go.
Good save.
Can Jeremy take a reaction since I attacked?
Yeah,
Or-
he can do coordinated attack.
Coordinated
Fine.
attack, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And can he, I'm sorry, I always forget this. Can he do the flurry of claws and
He can do both because you're acting on the same turn. So he
Right.
can do Storm of Claw and Fang and do a coordinated attack.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Go ahead and let's do your coordinated attack first.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll just one attack. There's an already injured warg if you want to do that. So he can attack one of the wargs.
Yeah, let's attack the injured warg first. And there's no, does your totem affect this at all?
No.
No? Great.
No.
That is a 12 plus 10, I think it is. So yeah, 22.
22, hell yeah. 22 hits.
Cool. And then we'll take that damage. It's fucking D4. That is 5 plus 10 is 15.
Hell yeah. Now go ahead and do Storm of Claw and Fang.
Cool.
And just go ahead and roll 4 attacks all at the same time. So get 4d20.
Oh, yeah. Doop, doop, doop. Thank you. That is...
My die fucked up very
yes,
bad.
it did. That is a... so these are all plus 10, so that is a 22, a 25, a 19, and a nat 1.
Okay, I'm gonna say that he misses this orc over here, hits the 3 wargs. Go ahead and roll damage, and you can roll damage just one time.
Okay,
We'll apply it for all of them.
Okay.
Or actually, no, roll it for each time.
Roll for each time? Okay, first... Let's see this one. First attack is 13.
Hell yeah.
Second.
Second MD4s, man.
Second is 13.
Hell yeah.
And the third is 17.
Ooh. So you see that Jeremy has he's been having a rough day too. He's pretty easygoing. He looks at these wargs that are all biting him and dragging him, and he goes, and he erupts into hundreds of eye stalks that fully fill. Lilith, you're like touched by a bunch of them. They look at these wargs and all with hundreds of little green and purple and blue lasers. This one is fully eviscerated, and the rest are deep cuts and lashes into all of them, and he sucks them all back into his body and is back in his regular form. This warg is dead.
Yeah.
Incredible.
What will he do next?
That's you. Jeremy can take his coordinated attack.
Yes, he will in fact take his coordinated attack. Whoever is.
Oh, sorry. This standard bearer is toast. The
he-
Radiance caught him. He's fucking.
Oh, cool. At least one of those wargs was pretty
Badly injured, yeah.
badly injured, right?
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna coordinate an attack on that guy.
Cool.
So that'll be 17.
Hell yeah.
Cool. And then that'll be 17 damage.
This warg. You see that Jeremy goes and looks at that warg. You see that his wings flap a little bit. You've never seen him, even when he was like flying around and jumping, he barely uses his wings. He just goes, and this little bit of sparkling purple like glitter comes out of him and covers this warg. And you see that the warg becomes a two-dimensional drawing of itself and then floats off into the void.
That's an ability Jeremy has?
I guess.
You really have to. It takes a long time to know your partner. You see what I mean?
And then I'm going to flurry of claw and teeth these other two.
Yeah, go for it. Make roll his attacks.
And that's two separate rolls, right?
Two separate rolls, yeah.
That is 26 and 22.
Hell yeah, roll for both.
Good. First attack will be 15.
15 damage. You see that his tail, you see that it's like multiple little triangle spikes on it. Jeremy's fucking done, man. And you see that he's like sort of weird caltrops stacked up on his tail. He just goes, shakes his tail, it makes a rattling noise, and each one goes, and trails of fire come off each spike as they, bam, and just missile into this warg and fucking destroy it.
Just like mecha missile him?
Yeah. And then roll damage. Jeremy gets weirder and weirder every day.
Is he again? 200, 300?
Yeah, he's like as old as time or something.
They're so precious at that age.
And that is 15 for the other fella there.
15 damage. That one is looking extremely hurt.
Nice.
And then I was hoping to kill it, but I'm gonna just have Jeremy. He'll take the attack of opportunity, and he'll just sort of trot. He'll come over to be on the lip of the blood well. Yeah.
Cool. He jumps up there. Awesome. Oh, Jeremy has an action. Yeah.
Yeah. Can he flurry of?
Yeah, go
both
for it.
those
Make
guys?
2 attacks.
Cool. He's gonna do that. That is 25 and 18.
These guys each have less than 10 hit points left, and that's minimum damage for Jeremy. You go in, Jeremy turns around and just, his tail goes about to 60 feet in length, and he just flings each of them into the void. Boom, each dead.
And then he just kind of like just sort of struts his way into the blood and sort of swimming around.
Like a dog.
Yeah.
Incredible. That's gonna be the Spectre.
Oh, Jeremy.
All right.
Soapbar, you are the Boggler once more. All their beasts have been released from service in this crazy army endeavor, and you smell on the wind the stench of the bog of despair.
I think I gotta go back home, guys. I know where I'm needed. I know where I've got work to do. And my only hope is that with the number of people we terrified out there, that someone will still be having nightmares of Jeremy and maybe another Screambeast will come back into this world.
As you say that, the little pocket of Vinguri blood in Jeremy spreads into his head. He goes down into his throat, opens his beak, and a scream that ruptures earth and actually causes lightning to break out throughout the clouds all around you at frequencies that only some of you can even hear.
My ears just start bleeding as I'm staring lovingly at him.
And as he does so, in the reverberations of his scream, you see realms to nightmare split open as the fabric of reality itself rends. Lovecraftian nightmares emerge from realms beyond, things that move with strange geometry from aeons beyond time. And 12 little Screambeast pups appear all over you.
Oh, I love you so much, Jeremy.
And all around you.
They're just biting me. Care more about Jeremy than I do anything else in this world. Cool.